breaking down Vicente Luque versus Garry for UFC 296. Man, there's so many different ways to go in this one. I'm just going to start with everything that Garry is dealing with. Everything he's dealing with outside of this guy, right? I mean, in terms of in the cage, in terms of what he's going to have to deal with that, that's already a huge mountain to climb. Vicente Luque is no joke. He brings pressure. He brings heavy punches, heavy kicks, knees. He brings chaos and war to your doorstep, bro. Vicente Luque is serious. And with that said, Ian's got a lot on his plate outside of the cage. This is kind of the first time we've seen him as the heel. And what do I mean by that? I mean, when Ian goes into a fight, usually he's universally loved or has more love on his side than hate. But right now, after the way he came off with the Neil Magny fight, and people were giving him the benefit of the doubt all the way through, right? I mean, Ian, in my opinion, could have redeemed himself when Magny went to shake his hand, or I don't know if he went to shake his hand or if he just decided to flip him off. You know what I mean? I have to watch it again, but let me know in the comment section, as a matter of fact, of what he actually did, what happened. But yeah, Garry, when he flipped off Neil Magny, that was very much like, ugh. Like, I repulsed when I saw that, personally. I didn't like that. I didn't like hearing what he was saying at the press conference either. I thought that was really unbecoming. I think all of it is brought on himself, and I think he has, I think he's regretting his actions, kind of, you know what I mean? Because right now he's the more hated guy. Right now he's the guy who can't open his Instagram comments. Before it was his opponents. Before, Garry was the one using Jeff Neal's mugshot as a t-shirt, you know what I mean? I don't know if he was making money off those t-shirts, but if he did, I think Jeff Neal, needs a little payoff in that, I mean, you're using the guy's likeness, and not only the guy's likeness, but a guy's mugshot, which is kind of like a low point for many of us, you know what I mean? Jeff Neal's probably, just like any other one of us, trying to turn the page, you know what I mean? We trying to turn the page. We on to the next day. You bringing up old stuff. You got a mugshot of me from XXX year, you know what I mean? Just kind of weirdo, goofy behavior from Garry. Mean behavior, rude, impolite, any way you want to do it. And he's coming off more like Ronda Rousey than he is Conor McGregor. When I watch Conor McGregor do these same things, Conor was bullying Aldo, right? Like, he was bullying Jose Aldo and taking his belt and farting in his face as he walked by and things like that. Like, Conor was really like, yo, chill, bro, chill, But it was fun to watch when he takes his belt in Dublin and Aldo's, and Dana's like, yeah, boy, and he's holding back Aldo, and the crowd's going wild. You're watching that, and you're thinking, oh my God, this is awesome. When Ronda Rousey ignored Miesha Tate's handshake and gave her the middle finger, it was very like, oh. When Ronda Rousey went out there and put her hand on Holly Holm's face like this for no reason and brushed her and said, you're a fake person, da-da-da-da. When Ronda did that, it was like, oh, it repulsed you. When Conor does things, it didn't repulse you. It got to a point where it did, punching old men in bars, throwing dollies. It got to a point where you were like, yo, chill, bro, chill. But it was just a different effect. And Garry has more hate than positivity on his side right now. He has more hate than love. And I think for that reason, I'm going to go with Vicente Luque. I think Vicente Luque is a guy who's been around for a while now. He's seen, other great prospects. He's had eliminators with them. He's fought the who's who of this sport, bro. Vicente Luque has fought the who's who of this sport. He's battle tested, and he's passed a lot of them. He's lost some of them. But I think he's still a guy that could potentially become champion on any given night, at any given Saturday night. In that octagon. So that's just how the sport is. I think he's that good. We're going to see Garry, who has the prettier style, who has the more finesse style, who has the, I'm going to try to look technical and show you guys that I'm technical, Whereas Vicente Luque doesn't care about being pretty. He doesn't care about being, finesse or anything like that. Vicente Luque is going to walk you down. He's gonna put hands on you. He's gonna put knees on you. He's gonna put, legs, any limb he can. He's gonna put that on you. And I don't think he's afraid to mix it up in the grappling with Ian Garry. But I don't think he will. I think if he does, he'll just use it to like really show his strength. He may have a big strength advantage. This is grown man strength. He's 32. Ian Garry is 26, I believe, maybe 25. He's the younger, less battle-tested guy, and he's dealing with the storm outside of the cage. It's a lot for any young fighter to deal with. Hell, for any fighter to deal with. I don't care how old you are. When you can't turn on your Instagram comments, when you can't, do nothing without somebody criticizing you and downing you and bringing up truthful points, they're bringing up stuff you don't want to hear. They're bringing up stuff about you where it's like, yeah, maybe I shouldn't have said all that stuff about Neil Magny. I really didn't intend for him to now be in custody battles and stuff like that. Maybe I shouldn't have said those things. Or maybe Ian Garry goes full heel. He goes full, he deserved it. He deserved it. You know what I mean? You never say that you put your hands, you know what I mean? And he could just go that way and double down, and who knows? Maybe he goes in there and his footwork looks great. His kicks, he mixes it up to the head, to the body, to the legs. Ian Garry is a tremendous fighter. Don't get it twisted, bro. Don't get it twisted. I just think that this is a huge mountain to climb. And if he does, right? If Ian Garry goes out there and with all the noise, right? With everyone, doing their thing, you got big time content. Not only do you have, guys like Chael Sonnen making videos on you, right? Talking crazy. But now you got guys like, MMA Guru, who's a factor. You got content creators. You got all these people. You got Joe Schmoes like me, you know what I mean, who's trying to climb up and make videos on you. You get what I'm saying? You have all this pressure. If you overcome that, like, this is his, if you are what you say you are, a superstar, then have no fear. This is his moment. This is his O'Malley moment. This is his Conor Chad Mendes, his Conor Aldo moment. This is his, it's your time now. The spotlight's on you. This is a big hurdle to get through. He's facing all this hate. And what's the way to turn it around? You got to win, bro. You got to win, baby. That's it. If you could win, you turn all that hate into love for the moment. And maybe a lot of people still hate him, which I think will continue to be the truth. But it depends on how he acts. He could have a nice post-fight press conference, a nice post-fight interview. There's a lot of ways that this can go right for Ian Garry, but I don't think it will. I just think I'm going Vicente Luque. I think it's kind of, all that is a perfect storm for a guy like Luque. If he wasn't fighting a guy like Luque, who's a step up in competition for him, maybe I wouldn't feel this way. But not just is Ian Garry having the step up in competition, but Ian Garry is having the world turned against him as well. And who knows? Maybe he thrives off that. Maybe he fucking paints his hair black and, he goes like dark Ian Garry. So who knows what the fuck happens, right? But I love this fight. I can't wait for this fight. I'm picking Vicente Luque. I think he puts, I don't know if he knocks out Ian Garry. Maybe he wins a decision and Ian Garry kind of got beat up. Like, okay, he beat me up, fair enough, but I didn't get knocked out though. On to the next one. I'm not sure if Vicente like seriously hurts him and puts him to sleep, but I'm going with Vicente Luque. Older, more battle tested, in his prime. He's not old, he's just older. And I'm going Vicente Luque, UFC 296. I can't wait. It opens up the card, and it's gonna be I'm gonna be on the edge of my seat waiting for it. I'm gonna be just as happy for that fight as I am happy for the main event. That's how much I'm looking forward to this fight. Let me know if you agree, disagree. It does not matter. Just join the discussion, and please follow for more. Thank you.